Alright, so it is finally a nice day. So I've got the windows open, I've got the airbrush out, and this is kind of like the makeshift airbrush booth I set up. I basically just have a fan running around in the background to kind of help circulate the air. I've got this respirator mask on. It's found it in Lowe's. I don't know, like 25 bucks, something like that. It's basically meant for lead paint. I like this one just because it filters out the particulates. I did just have kind of like a hospital mask on before, but I would find if I would sneeze after I was airbrushing, the boogers would come out whatever color I was shooting. So that obviously didn't work so well. So now I'm going with this 3M mask, which is pretty comfortable and does the job pretty admirably. So this is the first time I've touched the Bantha from Imperial Assault, and I am using the Vallejo paint set that I just got a little while ago. The paint set worked really well. The only issue I had was with the leather brown. The leather brown kind of initially shot a little too wet and splattered around a little bit, but I went with a second pass. The leather brown is what's on the horns here, and it fixed it up a little bit. I used the dark flesh tone for the main body fur, and then I used some of the leather brown for the inside of the mouth, because the lips and parts of the mouth that I want to be able to see through the overhanging fur, I want to be that leather brown, and then I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do to that tongue. I'll paint it by brush. Then I used a dark, what the heck color is it? Hold on, oh, everything's falling over. I used a red terracotta for the saddle, or the saddle cloth, I guess. And these paints covered really well. I was really happy with them. I got the Bantha Rider with a base coat of desert yellow, and then again with the head I've got the dark flesh tone as the fur, and then the desert yellow as the base for the horns, and then you can see a little bit on the lips there for the desert yellow. So that's basically just where I'm at now. It's the first time I'm using the Vallejo paints, and I really like them. And then I also kind of want to show how I set up the table for airbrushing. I have this foam mat. You can get them for super cheap at Michael's or whatever. I just lay it down on top of the cutting board, and then I have this shoebox that I just put down to make sure I don't start spraying all my paints behind it. And that's basically it. Again, you don't really need a bunch of expensive materials to do the work. Like I said before, toys are nice and everything, but I'd rather spend the money on the actual paints and the actual tools rather than the nifty gadgets to help you, quote-unquote, make the painting job easier. That's going to be it for now. The rest of this Bantha will be hand painted. I just wanted to get the base coats on with the airbrush to make that part easier. The rest of him should go super fast. And I'll see you later.